Do you know two people can have the same exact diagnosis, the same medication, even the same doctor, and end up with completely different blood sugar numbers? And a lot of time, the difference isn't in some expensive treatment. It comes down to a handful of small things they do every single day. So today, I want to walk you through 10 of those daily habits, the simple, repeatable ones that real studies have linked to steadier blood sugar. So stick around because number 7 is one almost everybody gets wrong, and it might be the easiest one on this whole list to fix. Hi, I'm Dr. Bernard, board-certified internal medicine physician. Quick thing before we start. I'm here to share what the research says, not to replace your own doctor. So think of this as a friendly heads up, not medical advice. If you take medication for your blood sugar, please talk to your provider before you change anything. Cool, so let's get into it. When we talk about managing blood sugar, the goal isn't perfection, it's steadiness. You want fewer of those big spikes after meals and fewer of those crashes that leave you exhausted and reaching for a snack an hour later. And the cool part is, your daily habits have a real say in that, more than most people think. Not all of it though, because genetics and other factors matter too. But here are 10 daily habits that improve your blood sugar and help keep it steady. Number 1, walk after meals. And this one might be my favorite because it's so easy. Take a short walk after your meals. Not a workout, not a sweat session. Just about 10 to 15 minutes of easy walking after you eat. Here is why it works. When you walk, your muscles pull sugar out of your bloodstream to use as fuel. And they do it without needing extra insulin to make it happen. And the research on this is honestly pretty striking. In a study published in Diabetes Care, older adults who took about 3 15-minute walk, one after each meal, had better sugar control over 24 hours than people who did a longer 45-minute walk. You see, same total movement, but the timing, walking right after eating, is what made the difference. So if you only change one thing today, make it be this one. Eat and then move. Even a loop around the parking lot counts. Number 2, your food order. And this one costs you nothing. So you need to pay attention to the order in which you eat your food. And here's the idea. If you eat your vegetables and your protein first and save the starchy stuff like the rice, the bread, the potatoes for last, then you tend to get a gentler rise in blood sugar after the meal. Same meal, just a different order in which you eat the meal. So think of your stomach like a water slide. If you eat your carbs first, they fly right down and crash straight into your bloodstream, causing like a massive spike in your sugar. But if you eat your veggies first, the fiber creates a safety net in your gut. Then proteins and fats, they slow down your whole digestion process, putting like a speed limit on how fast food leaves your stomach. By the time you finally eat the carbs, your system is moving so slow and the sugar enters your blood in a gentle, steady trickle instead of a sudden flood. Small studies on food sequencing have shown lower post-meal glucose and insulin when people eat carbs last instead of first. Will it single-handedly fix everything? No, but it's free, it's easy, and it stacks nicely with everything else on this list. Number 3, sleep. And this one surprises people, so stay with me. Your sleep talks to your blood sugar. When you're short on sleep, your body actually gets worse at responding to insulin, which means your blood sugar can run higher even if you didn't change a single thing about what you ate. And researchers have measured this directly. In one study, healthy young men who were cut down to about 5 hours of sleep a night for like about a week, they became noticeably less sensitive to insulin. In another study, just 4 nights of short sleep dropped people's insulin sensitivity by around 23%. 23% from sleep. That's wild. So if your blood sugar numbers have been creeping up and you've been burning the candle at both ends, your sleep might be the story. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep and try to keep your bedtime roughly consistent. Number 4, fiber. Specifically, make fiber a star at your meals instead of an afterthought. Fiber slows down how fast sugar hits your bloodstream. So think of it like a speed bump for your digestion. Everything arrives more gradually, so you get a smoother rise instead of a sharp spike. And it's not just about blood sugar. Diets high in fiber are tied to better long-term glucose control and a lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes in the first place. The easy wins here are beans, lentils, oats, vegetables, berries, whole grains instead of refined ones. And you don't have to overhaul your whole diet overnight. Just ask one question at each meal. Where is my fiber? If the answer is nowhere, then add some fiber. Number 5, don't drink your sugar. And this is a big one. Try not to drink your sugar. Here's the problem. With sugary drinks like soda, sweet tea, a lot of fruity coffees, sugary drinks basically, the sugar is liquid and there is no fiber to slow it down. So it hits your bloodstream fast and hard. And because it's a drink, it barely fills you up. So you get the blood sugar spike without the satisfaction of a real meal. I'm not going to tell you to never enjoy anything, but if sweet drinks are a daily habit, swapping even 1 or 2 of them with water, sparkling water or unsweetened tea is one of the highest impact changes you can make. Your taste buds adjust faster than you think. Give it 2 weeks and you might get used to the new healthy change. 6. Strength training. Build a little muscle. And before you click away, hear me out. Because it's not about becoming a bodybuilder. Your muscles are basically storage tanks for blood sugar. So the more muscles you have and the more muscles you use, the more places your body has to pack that sugar instead of leaving it floating in your blood. Resistant training, things like squats, push-up, resistant band, lightweight, they've all been shown to improve insulin sensitivity and help your blood sugar control. And you don't need a gym. 2 or 3 short sessions a week, even at home, even just body weight is enough to start. Pair this with your after dinner walks from habit 1, and now you've got like movement working for you from 2 different angles. Number 7, stress. And this is the one I promised you that most people get wrong. Stress. So here's what nobody tells you. When you're stressed, your body releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. And one of the things those hormones do is push sugar into your bloodstream. Because way back, stress meant danger and your body wanted fuel ready to run. The problem is, modern day stress isn't a lion chasing you. Modern day stress, it's your inbox, it's the traffic, your long to-do list, the news, and the list goes on. But your body reacts the same way. And your blood sugar can climb up even when you haven't eaten anything. So you can do everything else right, eat well, walk, sleep, and if you are running on chronic stress all day, your numbers can still stay stubbornly high. That's why people get frustrated. They are missing this piece. The fix doesn't even have to be fancy. A few minutes of slow breathing, a walk without your phone, or something that just genuinely unclenches and relaxes you. The point is to give your body regular signals that it is safe. So don't skip this one just because it's not about food. It might be the missing piece. 8. Hydration. Hydration is the most underrated one on this list. Just drink enough water. When you are well hydrated, your kidneys can do their job flushing out excess sugar through your urine. When you are dehydrated, blood sugar can actually become more concentrated. There's less water in your blood, so the same sugar is packed into smaller space. This isn't a magic cure. Water doesn't wash away diabetes, but staying hydrated supports everything else your body is trying to do. So do this easy move. Keep a water bottle where you can see it. We drink more water when it's right in front of us. And remember habit 5, make water your default drink, not the sugary stuff. Number 9, track your numbers. So you should actually keep track of your blood sugar numbers. I know checking blood sugar isn't anyone's idea of fun, but hear me out. When you start connecting what you do to what your numbers actually are, everything clicks. You eat a certain breakfast, you check later, and you go, oh, that spikes me. You take an after dinner walk and you see a flatter line. That feedback turns this whole thing from guessing into knowing. You stop following generic rules and you start learning your own body. You don't have to obsess over it, but checking with whatever tool your doctor recommends and noticing the pattern, that's how these habits actually stick. What gets measured gets managed. Number 10, small steady weight changes. And if your doctor has mentioned weight, know that even a modest steady change can do a lot. And I want to be careful here because this isn't about chasing some number on a scale or hating your body. It's about what the research shows. There's a landmark study called the DIRECT. It was published in The Lancet. People with type 2 diabetes did a structured weight loss program. And at 1 year, nearly half of them had their diabetes go into remission. I mean remission, meaning normal blood sugar off their diabetes medication. And the people who lost the most weight were the most likely to get there. Now, that was a supervised program and it might not be right or possible for everyone. So please don't take this as just lose weight. Take it as Small, steady changes can have a bigger payoff than most people actually realize, and that's what a conversation with your doctor. So let's bring this home. 10 daily habits. Walk after meals, eat your food in a smarter order, protect your sleep, build your meals around fiber, don't drink your sugar, add a little strength training, manage your stress, stay hydrated, keep an eye on your numbers, and aim for small, steady changes. Here's the thing I really want you to walk away with. You do not have to do all 10 at once. That's the fastest way to burn out. Just pick one, just one. The one that felt the most doable while you were watching, start with that one this week. Let it become automatic, and then you can add the next one. So, tell me down in the comments which habit you're starting with. I read this comment. And honestly, it helps other people watching to see what everyone is speaking. And if this video gave you even one useful idea, then do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and share with someone who might need it. I make videos like this every week to help you take care of your body. So take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.